the top of the hour so you get your bets in for the primetime games, because that's what we do here on the drive-thru, is we give out live free picks from the primetime games today from our Pick Dogs crew. And let's take a look at who's on our show for today. Well, we got Brian Bitler. Well, it's a Monday, right? Today is Monday, so we bookends the show. He leads us off here on a Monday. And, of course, Trey Jordan makes his debut here on the show. Ron Zawacki got the connection going right under the wire. He made the opener. All right, awesome.
Just snuck in there.
Just snuck in there. Kevin Thomas, the center square. Of course, we got Chris Ruffalo. We'll co-host Ninos. Let's get that mic working good today. All right, my man. And then, of course, Jovan Burts will be in as well. All right, let's go, Chris. I'm telling you, man, we're almost gonna fill up all the squares. We're getting very close.
Absolutely, yeah. We're gonna have to start, packing people in there. You don't have the smallest guys on the panel in the world either. So we're gonna have to. It's gonna be a tight fit, but it's okay. We love having all the cappers on.
We absolutely do. All right, let's go ahead and let's get the show started and welcome Brian Bitler. Brian, how are things going today?
Oh, well, you know what? Can't complain. Hit on the Chiefs and the Buccaneers yesterday. So, today's looking pretty good. I've been concentrating on college basketball, and that's what we're going to give out tonight and what I'm loving right now.
All right, let's take a look. You're going to keep us up late tonight, Brian. 11 p.m. Eastern time, Arizona State at Arizona. Arizona here laying 4.5. This line's really come down. Total sits here at 156.
Yeah, I got in on this game early, and a couple days ago, I hit on Arizona State, and I thought to myself, man, 5.5 points is a ton, but really it's going to come down, I believe, to who has the basketball last. Really two teams that cannot stand each other, big in-state rivalry matchup. I think Arizona State's going to be out for blood here. They're 4-1 the last 5. ATS is a dog. Arizona comes in 2-5 against the spread, following a straight up win. I just feel like all the momentum right now, the Sun Devils really want to get this game. It means a lot to them. I think they can get it done here, but take the points just for safety. You never know where you're going to need them.
All right, Brian Bitler here will be on Arizona State plus the 4.5 against the Arizona Wildcats. Chris, we kind of bash Arizona State for their defense. They don't have the greatest spread record, but this is a lot of points to give the Sun Devils team that plays fast, they play hard, and of course Arizona at home not playing the greatest defense.
Oh yeah, and I think the reason for that spread record is Arizona State came into the season highly regarded with Josh Christopher, a 5-star recruit, Remy Martin, Alonzo Verge. This is a talented team. But then they were giving up too many points. This is still a team that can score, but when you can't play defense, hard to cover big numbers. As an underdog, though, they're a lot more attractive. This is, like Brian said, this is a team that can score in bunches. I think giving 4.5 to Arizona State's dangerous, especially when you see how the first meeting played out with, Arizona needing a last-second tip-in to win the game. So I think if that game went to overtime, we could be having a very different conversation right now. But I think 4.5 is just too many to give up to the Sun Devils.
Agree there here with Arizona State getting the 4.5. Brian Bitler on the underdog. All right, Brian, let's take a look here. We got a nice card tonight in college hoops. Some NBA action. You're doing very well. Good work in the NBA. Over 400 units of documented. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, I'm starting to creep up in college basketball. 8-2 over my last 10 games. And you know what? Go back over 792 of my last college basketball picks. I'm hitting 55%. Over $45,000 in profit. Guys, get my ACC Game of the Month tonight at pickdogs.com. Just $30. Or my NBA play you can also get for $30. Don't miss it. Also, the new 2-for-1 capper deals. Team me up with Chris Ruffalo or any one of the guys on the show tonight. You can get 7 days for $229 for both guys. That's right, guys. Check out Brian Bitler over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get that play for tonight. When you cash it in, why don't you upgrade to one of those long-term passes? You see what he's got, 3, a 7, and a 30-day pass over at Pig Dogs Premium. And, of course, you'll get every play that Brian releases for the length of time that you select. So check out Brian Bitler over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Brian, it's always great having your show. I know you do the morning shows every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time. You'll be back on the drive-thru as you bookend the show on Friday. Yeah, I can't wait to get back on tomorrow and, toss it around with the guys. We always find something to argue about, and we'll do it again tomorrow morning.
Absolutely, we'll do it. All right, Brian, have a good night. We'll watch you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru, and it's time to welcome back on his regular Monday slots is Kevin Thomas. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Brian, I'm not going to tell how you're doing because we know the results for the Packers didn't go very well on Sunday.
I know, and it looked like the fix was in. And I thought State Farm had the fix. Tom Brady, 3 interceptions, and the Packers just couldn't get it done. So, I mean, jeez.
It was a fluky game. There was no doubt about it. It was a really fluky game. Missed interference call, that play at the end of the half. It was tough. It was, although they did have the ball about 3 times with a chance to take the lead or tie in the fourth quarter. So they did have their chances. They could make it a game. All right.
Everyone's asking me about that field goal, but my thing is, Aaron Rodgers 3 times could have ran that in for a touchdown 8 yards out, and he decided to run right to the line of scrimmage and throw it. And I just don't get it. He had wide open areas, so I'm more mad at him than LaFleur. Aaron Rodgers should have ran that ball in twice. 2 out of 3 times. So
they always make a big deal about that one play when there's a lot of plays that could have changed the outcome of the game. It always just seems to happen. The coach always takes it. All right, Kevin, we got some NBA on the card here. 76ers at Pistons. Philadelphia laying 5. Total sits here at 216.5.
Yeah, I love the over here. I mean, they just played 2 days ago. You had 114, 110. And I know the Pistons were out without Derrick Rose and Blake Griffin. Derrick Rose will be out for this one, but Blake Griffin should be back. He's one of the leaders on the team. Statistically, he's not one of the leaders. Jeremy Grant is by far the leader on the team. And in that game they played, he put up 11 points, but he's averaging 24. So I expect more numbers from him. And the young guys that got to play in place of him and Rose, I expect more from them. I mean, they put up big numbers that, that's what we expect. It's a young team. You got, 3 veterans on there. So I really like that. And then you look at the 76ers, you got Embiid. He's being a beast this year. Doc Rivers has those guys. He got Tobias Harris doing what, he did for him back in the day. He's putting up numbers. You add Curry. Now they're more of offense. 76ers always known for defense, shutting down teams, but you got to look, that 114-110, that was off a back-to-back against an emotional Celtics win. So I think the 76ers with the rest and the Pistons, I think this is going to be a big scoring game here.
All right, we've got the over here from Kevin Thomas here with the 76ers contest here against Detroit Pistons. All right, Chris, what say you here with this Philadelphia team? Team that's playing a little better defense, but the Pistons just rough.
Yeah, both teams are rough as far as I'm concerned. They're both giving up over 110 points a game. And, my concern with the Sixers, no Embiid tonight with back tightness, but even then, there should still be enough on both sides to put this one well over the number. Like I said, a Detroit team that doesn't play much defense, but they're still capable offensively. I think this is a 115, 105 kind of game. So I'm with Kevin. I like the over in this one.
Kevin here on the over 216.5 76ers and the Pistons. All right, Kevin, a lot of hoops action tonight at the top of the hour. Lots of NBA and college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Oh, I got a big ACC play early on the Virginia game, so you can get that before 7 o'clock. And then NBA, you can still get on my top of the ticket, which is another total investment. But as always, I like the 3-day packages. 3 days, $99.99. Can't beat that. 7 days, get all the sports. Saturday, Sunday, I was 8-3, 3-0 yesterday. So I'm starting to heat up. It's been a while, so this is the time to jump on board. 2-for-1 cappers is a great deal. Check it out.
2-for-1 capper is a great deal. Kevin Thomas heating up. You can check his numbers. They're right there at Pig Dogs Premium. Verify those picks on his profile page. Pick up those plays for tonight. And then why not upgrade to a long-term pass with your winnings for tomorrow? As you can see, Kevin's got a 3-day, 7, and a 3-day all-sports pass. That'll be every play that Kevin released on the site for the period of time that you select. All right, Kevin, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. Continue that success, and we'll talk to you next week.
See you next week. Thanks.
All right, everybody, Kevin Thomas here on the drive-thru. All right, continuing our coverage. There are lots of picks tonight, lots of NBA and college hoops. We've got a hockey one in there as well. Reminder to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every day. Of course, it all gets started at 10 a.m. in the morning Eastern time with the morning show. We got Mitch, Ron Zawacki. We've got Ruffalo. Of course, we've got Brian Bitler, and on the weekends, Ron Romanelli, and then we've got the Computer Pick Show mixed in between, and of course the drive-through Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And we've got our new UFC show. If you were checking the channel over the weekend, Chris, a lot of UFC action and a lot of shows from the new crew.
Yeah, and Brad and Payne were absolutely spot on, and there was a reason that they got so much attention on the first week, because they have been hitting everything on all cylinders. They've been, you could say they're knocking out your book, because these two guys know their stuff, they know their MMA, and they've been absolutely crushing it in their first couple of shows. If you haven't been watching that MMA show, check it out, because these guys will put money in your pocket if you're watching the UFC action.
That's right, UFC. And guys, reminder, give us that thumbs up, that like. Greatly appreciate it. Helps build up our audience. As you can see, we are filling up this show with picks, more and more handicappers each week. Chris, this really helps us out.
Absolutely, and we say it doesn't cost you guys anything. Helps us out a ton. We love all this. We appreciate all the support. Just helps us get our product out to people who may not have seen it before. You know what? You have great stuff here. You have great stuff from all the cappers. Who doesn't like making money? I mean, honestly, you have phenomenal insight from everyone that comes onto the drive-thru, from all of us on the morning show, from Mitch with the Computer Pick Show and the MMA show, and it'll only get bigger. All we just need is a couple thumbs up from everybody, and we'll keep growing this. But we really appreciate the support.
I appreciate our audience helping us grow with those thumbs up. Keep them coming, guys. We appreciate it. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's welcome one of the newest cappers on the show, Jovan Burts. Jovan, how you doing today?
What's going on, fellas? I'm all right.
All right, good to hear. Good to hear. Another day, continue grinding out here with some NBA. I know you're going to be looking at this Miami Heat and Brooklyn Net game. This one's 7:30 Eastern time, with the Nets laying 7, total 236.5.
Yeah, so I'm on Miami Heat, and the last game these two teams played, which was on Saturday, Brooklyn was absolutely on fire. They shot 54% from the field, 51% from three, and out-rebounded Miami 47-30. Miami did shoot 47%, but only 28% from three. Now, how did Brooklyn only win by 4 points? Well, that good old Nets Olay defense. Yeah. You see them coming, everyone gets a chance. Bam Adebayo got 41 on them, and a couple games before that, Colin Sexton got 42 on them. Now, the last time the Nets beat anyone by more than 7 points was January 7th against Philly, and that was before they had Harden, and neither KD or Kyrie played. In fact, they're only 1-4 against the spread when favored by between 7.5 and 9.5 points, and 0-3 between when they favored between 5 and 7 points. There's really no way that Brooklyn's gonna be able to cover the spread.
All right, it's Jovan here with taking the Miami Heat plus the 7. All right, Chris, you look at this Brooklyn Nets team, exactly like Jovan was talking about, not playing defense. If you look at their games, look at the past 5, they're trending near the bottom of the league in defensive efficiency, and that's an issue here, laying this many points against the Heat.
Absolutely, it is. I mean, I can't tell you. I think one night I needed a laugh, so I went on YouTube and I looked up James Harden defense, and you just see this guy just letting people run by him. He doesn't even make an effort to go step out and stop anybody. Lets him go right past him. As far as Jovan's point about the Brooklyn Nets, their last win by 7 or more points coming almost a month ago, or a few days ago. Excuse me. It just goes to, I think these guys just have too many star players to try to get shots for. And I mean, that's why when Kyrie's out, Kevin Durant's out, these guys play better, is because they know they just have to do what they have to do, but you're just trying to worry about getting KD his shots and so on and so forth. I think Miami's got a great shot to win this game outright. I think they keep this one close.
All right, agreement here on taking the points with the Miami Heat. All right, Jovan, nice card tonight. Action from the Hoops card, NBA and college hoops. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, so I have my Make Money Monday going. I got a 5-pack, 3 NBA games, 2 NCAA games, and I also got a strictly 3-pack NBA pack card jumping off. I got my 3-day pass, my 7-day pass, my monthly pass, and my yearly pass. If you want that value, I'm about to heat up, fellas. Roll with me.
All right, guys, check out Jovan over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got a lot of passes for tonight. Pick one up, get those winnings, and then upgrade to one of those long-term passes. And over at Pig Dogs Premium from Jovan, of course, that 3-day, 7-day, 30-day all sports pass. You'll get every play that Jovan releases on the site for the time that you select. All right, Jovan, it's always great having you on the show. Good luck, and we will talk with you on Friday.
Good luck, fellas.
All right, everybody. Jovan Burts here on the drive-thru. A lot of new faces coming on the show, Chris, and pretty impressive work.
Absolutely. I mean, that Capper contest wasn't just a marketing campaign. There is a ton of talent in these hills within our Facebook groups. A lot of these people know what they're talking about. You just kind of got to do a little bit of digging, and man, we are going to have a talented roster of cappers on the website going forward.
It certainly will. All right, Chris, now it's your turn. All right, we're going to be looking at this Texas. Well, you picked this game. Talented. Talented. All right, you've got a tough one here. Texas Tech and West Virginia. West Virginia laying a 1.5. Total sits here at 136.5.
Yeah, I kind of had to make amends. It's been a rough week, so I kind of decided to put my foot down and take the hardest game on the board. And you know what? This number has absolutely swung in Texas Tech's favor. Started out at -2.5 for West Virginia, and now it's +1 for the Mountaineers at home. And you know what? That's fine by me. You're giving me more value with the home team. Because you look at this Texas Tech team. Yes, they're well known for their defense. And these are two teams that like to play defense. This is a top 10 defense for the Red Raiders, excuse me. But we're also looking at a Texas Tech team that's battle tested, but they're also black and blue. I mean, they've had to play 3 road games in their past 4 games, including games at Texas, at Baylor. Now, there's something to be said for steel sharpening steel and getting yourself game experience against the best. But those are battles that are going to wear you out in quick succession. Now you have to go take on a West Virginia team that, I don't care what the numbers say, this is always going to be a tough team that's going to play good defense, that's going to press full court, that's going to come after you. And this is going to be a battle the whole way. But in reality, I see West Virginia doing just enough to win this game by 2 to 3 points. I see West Virginia locking down Mac McClung. I see Derek Culver, locking down guys inside for Texas Tech. I think this is a battle the whole way. I like the value of West Virginia laying the point. You can get in the point no matter what. I'll take the Mountaineers here.
All right, Chris Ruffalo on the Mountaineers laying the 1.5 in this game. Matter of fact, at one of the TV games for tonight on ESPN. All right, Chris, good night of action over at Pig Dogs Premium. Now, I know it's been a little tough sledding of late, but you're still holding over 1,100 units of profit. You picked it up in the NHL, approaching 600 units. We're seeing your videos now from the NHL. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I'll tell you, like you said, it was a rough weekend, but you know what? Just makes you appreciate the better days that much more, and that's kind of why I took the weekend in stride, refocusing over the last week of the month. We're going to hit it hard. We're going to hit it strong. I got my Multisport Monday 3-pack for tonight. Loving those 3 plays, 2 college hoops as well as 1 NHL play for tonight. And guys, hop on those longer-term packages. Those are going to be some of your best value, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. I can already tell you, we had a bad weekend, but one bad weekend is not going to outshine what we've done already so far this month. And, we still got college hoops season passes. We're going to be reducing that because we only got a couple months left in the regular season. So we're going to knock it down a little bit for those of you who still want to get in. Or like Brian said earlier, those 2-for-1 capper packages, the best way to sort of get the best of both worlds from 2 of your favorite cappers, rather than trying to buy them individually, combine them, get a little bit of a price break on it. Either way, we're all about saving you money while making you money at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plays Premium. So go over to the premium area, check it out, find something you like, hop on board.
Hop on board here with Chris Ruffalo over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers in college hoops, NHL, heating up in the NHL. Good time to pick up one of those long-term passes, or you want to pick up pass from Chris today on the site. Pick it up and then take those winnings and upgrade it to one of those long-term passes. All right, we'll continue on here on the drive-thru. And time to welcome and making a show appearance here on the drive-thru today will be Trey Jordan. You can find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. So we'll go ahead and get Trey aboard here. It's taking longer and longer to get these guys on here, buddy. I'm telling you. All right, here we go. How you doing, Trey? How's it going?
Good. How y'all doing?
It's going great. It's going great. Of course, Trey's a new addition to the drive-thru. Trey, Welcome aboard, and why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
It's good to be here. Tennessee, learning to love sports, going to the Coliseum, now it's Nissan Stadium, Titans games, and Grizzlies games in Memphis, and Nashville Predators games. I just love sports, and love to gamble. And as you see, we earned the right to be here, so we're decent.
Yep, you're pretty good. Great work there in the contest. And, of course, let's get this one started off. You're going to be looking at the late-night game. Timberwolves and Golden State Warriors, 10 Eastern time, with Golden State laying 8.5. Total sits here at 226.
Yeah, on this game, I'm going to go with the under. The numbers telling me to go with the under. I can't tell you why the total is so high. 4 of the last 5 games in Golden State, these matched up. These two have gone under the number. The last 2, if they faced off, have gone under the number. And 2-4 over-under record for Timberwolves on the road, and 3-6 over-under record for Golden State at home. So 66% of the time, this seems to be a good play with those 2 numbers. Yeah, and just the Timberwolves are terrible. They're bottom 5 in the league in offense, and Golden State's a little bit better, 15th ranked in the league. But I just think if the Timberwolves have any chance of trying to get the win here, they do not want to get in a shooting contest with the Warriors. So we're going to ride the under here.
All right, the under here from Trey Jordan here with Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, Chris, your thoughts here on this one. Of course, the Warriors, not the three-point shooting team that we've seen in the past, obviously.
Yeah, this is another one that I kind of struggled with because the Golden State Warriors are my Forrest Gump. They're like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get on a certain game-to-game basis. I mean, one game you're coming back against the Warriors, the next one you're stinking up the joint. So I'm leaning that way towards the under with Trey as well. Timberwolves team that's gone under 100 points in 4 of their last 6 games against a Golden State team that, all they really need, I think, is no more than 110 points to win this game. I could see this one hitting 210. Maybe, but no Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota is good. I think is going to be the difference here. I like the under 226 as well.
All right, Trey here, under in T-Wolves and Warriors from the Hoops action tonight, late night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Trey, let's take a look here over at Pig Dogs Premium. Pretty good start. Over 447 units of profit this year. Good card tipping off at the top of the hour from NBA and college hoops. One NHL out there. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Today I just have a trade pack. It's my 3-pack. I'm not very original with my names yet, so if you see a trade pack, that's going to be 3 picks. And coming off a good day, 7-2 yesterday, 3-0 sweep on NBA. So we're just trying to keep it rolling. Still mad about those 2, so let's just try and sweep the board today.
All right, Trey going for the sweep. He's got his 3-pack up there over at Pig Dogs Premium, so check him out. You can see the numbers here. He did great work in the handicapping contest, and, of course, applying it right now live on Pig Dogs Premium and Sports Chat Plays Premium. You see the numbers there. All his plays are documented, guys, so you can go to his profile page and see what he selected, and, of course, to pick up his one-day pass and, of course, make that upgrade to the long term with those winnings. All right, Trey, great first appearance on the show. Have yourself a great night. We'll talk with you next week.
Good. Glad to be here.
All right, everybody. Trey Jordan with his initial appearance here on the drive-through, a successful one. All right, let's continue on. We got one hockey game on the board, Chris, and that's Ottawa and Vancouver. So let's bring in our man, Ron Zawacki, one of the puck dogs. I know he does some videos with you, right, Chris?
Oh yeah, they've actually been going really, really well. Those are always fun to make, the videos, and there might be a blooper reel that we might have to cut together just because of all the swearing when one of us tends to flood the lines a little bit. But you know what? I enjoy making the videos.
All right, let's bring him in. Rod Zawacki. Rod, how you doing today?
Doing good. It was a so weekend, so rush off that weekend and start a new week and get things rolling.
Let's get things rolling. All right. The lone game on the card, NHL. This will be on TV. NHL TV will televise at 10 Eastern time. Vancouver and Ottawa. Vancouver, the favorite here, $1.45. Total here, 6.5.
Yeah, Vancouver is favored in this game. Why, I have no idea. If you bet Vancouver on the money line all year, you're down 774 units. So we're going to stay away from Vancouver. As Vancouver's got Demko starting in goal, and he's 0-3 on the year with a nice 547 goals against average. Ottawa starting Matt Murray here. As bad as Demko, at least he's got a win on the year. Got 1 win, 2 losses, 1 overtime win, by giving up 3 goals. So one as well. But I'm going to take Ottawa. With Demko in goal, he's just been a sieve. And this Vancouver defense altogether is Vancouver's ranked 31st, the worst in the league in giving up goals allowed. They're averaging giving up 4.7 goals a game, dead last in the league, dead last in giving up shots. Demko's going to get peppered again tonight. Ottawa's going to get a win. Take Ottawa.
All right, Ron Zawacki here on Ottawa here. Chris, you agree? Wrong team favorite?
You know what? I was doing a little bit of digging. I actually think the wrong team is favored here. I mean, like Rod said, Thatcher Demko, great name, not so great goaltender this season. I think this is just a rough spot for him. Ottawa, they do have the better, more proven goalie in Matt Murray. He's won a Stanley Cup, so he couldn't be that bad. But I do think Ottawa's just got – Vancouver's got the younger, more name-worthy players, but Ottawa, I think, battles here, and I think the goaltending's the difference. So I think Ottawa getting the plus money should be the play here.
All right, if any of you guys have a total premium, you don't have to respond, but the chat room is pouring in here on the over 6.5 in this game.
Oh boy. Yeah, you know what?
Correct. Like I said.
Go ahead, Rod.
Like I said, over 6.5 is a good bet as well. I like that one that just came by when you see the Senators at on the puck line, on the reverse puck line, -1.5, plus 330 there. Nothing wrong with that bet either.
All right, really good work there coming in from the chat room. All right, Rod, let's take a look at what you got going on for tonight over at Pig Dogs Premium. Of course, we got that one NHL game, but we got a lot of hoops action.
Lots of action going on. I've dwindled it down to 1-1-1. Calling my Mammoth Monday. 1+1+1. I got 1 college basketball, 1 NBA, and 1 NHL. Love these 3 plays. Grab them over at Pig Dogs Premium. And then after we cash in those, grab something long term. Time to have a big, huge week and get things rolling.
Let's get things rolling. Ron Zawacki, he's got a lot of one-day passes up there on the card at Pig Dogs Premium. Pick that up and, of course, make that upgrade to the long-term passes, of course, with Rod Zawacki. All right, Rod, as always, great having your show. You're back in the morning every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with Chris, Brian Bitler, and Mitch.
You bet. We're 7 days a week. Feeling better. I was off there I was a little sick, feeling like crap. Feeling better now. Ready to get things rolling.
Let's get things rolling. Let's get to the pay window here. Rod Zawacki.
Keep tuned for the end of the show there. There might be a little something there for us to kick off the week.
Oh, yeah, that birdcage. I know one hit pretty good last week there, Rod.
It did. We hit one of those last week for a nice over 10-1 on your money on that one.
Absolutely. All right, guys, stay tuned for that birdcage pick from Ron Zawacki. And I want to remind everybody, at the end of the show, if you happen to tune in late, we recap every pick on the show, so make sure you stay tuned, and we'll get to those plays for you. All right, we'll continue on here on the drive-thru. It's now time to bring in El Ninos, so you'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Al, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Hey, can't complain. All right, let's see what you're going to be looking at tonight. Thunder in Portland. Portland here going to be laying 5, total 226. This one at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, Thunder has had in a back-to-back spot, but Portland's a team that's been hit with injuries. How do you see this one?
Yeah, it should be a pretty interesting matchup. As you said, both teams dealing with some injuries here. I actually gave this play out as soon as I found out Robert Covington wasn't playing, but it wasn't long after that Al Horford was declared out as well for personal reasons. Still like this play a lot. I think the Thunder's been a pretty good team against the spread, while Portland's just 6-9 against the spread and just 2-9 ATS as the home favorite. And again, OKC is a team that'll play hard, and they'll from start to finish. Usually, they're not the most talented team, but they will play hard. And as we saw last night, no lead is safe with the Blazers. So I like. Also, as I said, with all those injuries, the under is probably worth a look as well. But again, the back-to-backs should help us out there too. But I do like the Thunder with the points a bit better.
Thunder with the points, says Al Ninos. I kind of like the under a little better myself. Chris, your thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, I was leaning towards the Thunder and the points as well, mainly because it's been one of my favorite, more profitable plays dating back to last year. But, how many times have we seen the Portland Trail Blazers, be favored by a reasonable number at home and choke it up, not only not cover, but we've also seen them lose the game outright. I can just remember off the top of my head Chicago a couple weeks ago. But, this Oklahoma City team, they like to battle, and I think this is another spot where we have a battle on our hands. It's going to be a 3-point game, so I like the value of the 5 points with the Thunder as well.
Yeah, no Nurkic, no McCollum for Portland. Depth an issue there. OKC plays hard. They're not the greatest shooting team, but they were built for defense. All right, Al. Good night from the NBA. Lots of action, of course. For a Monday, a lot of betting opportunities from college hoops. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, still have NBA 5-pack. I got a couple plays left in college basketball as well. If you want to check those out on a longer-term pass, unfortunately, my first college basketball play already tipped off. So, there's still lots of plays left, though, so check them out. And it's going to be a loaded week, lots of great games, and obviously the Super Bowl coming up right around the corner, too. So, great time for some action.
Great time for action here from Al over at Pig Dogs Premium. Check him out over on the site. And when I pick up that day pass for tonight, you can check Al's page on his profile page over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Al, as always, great having you on your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
All right, you guys have a good one. We'll see you then.
All right, Al Ninos here on the drive-through. Right, we'll continue here with the coverage here on the show. A reminder, stay tuned for the end. At the end of the show, we'll recap every pick from the show today. Now it's time for yours truly here for my pick, and we're going to be looking at this Utah State and UNLV game, and I'm going to go under 138.5. The Aggies have defended well against the Mountain West. I know they went a little high against Colorado State, but Colorado State is that type of team that runs up and down. They don't play defense. But you look at the way Aggies are defending, holding teams to 35% shooting and 56 points a game. They play at the second slowest pace in the conference. UNLV is a team that defends, holding their conference foes to 41% shooting. They have an under streak of 2 games against the conference. They shoot the 3-point shot poorly against their conference foes. Rebels, they're not good at getting the free throw line. So my play here is Utah State and UNLV under total of 138.5 points. Chris, so your thoughts on looking at this Utah State team, how they've really clamped down defensively, even without Stu Morata there?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? This is a Utah State team that they've played 4 true road games in conference play. Granted, those came against Air Force and I believe New Mexico, and they held all 4 teams to under 53 points. That is downright ridiculous. I mean, even with these 2 teams that can't score, that's insane. And they're not just doing it defensively. They're also getting the offensive job done as well. They're scoring 70, 75 points. So they're covering these games with no issue as well. But if you're holding the team to 50, 53 points on the road, it's still going to be really hard to get to 138.5. So I'm with you. I like the under here.
All right, agreement there on the under. Guys, check out Pig Dogs Premium. I got a 5-pack going off tonight from Hoops. Big card from NBA and college. So be sure to check me out over at Pig Dogs Premium. I do also have long-term passes available. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. And, of course, now it's time. Get ready, Al. Now it's time to recap the picks from today's show. All right, we started off here with Brian Bitler. He was on Arizona State plus the 4.5 against Arizona. Kevin Thomas, 76ers Pistons over a total of 216.5. Jovan, Miami Heat minus the 7 against Brooklyn Nets. Trey Jordan is the first appearance. Timberwolves Warriors under 226. Ron Zawacki take Ottawa. Wrong team favorite in this game. Ottawa plus 130 against Vancouver. Al was on the Thunder plus the 5 against the Trailblazers. Yours truly on Utah State UNLV under 138.5. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I think I'm going to have to to side with you, Tony, the Utah State UNLV under. Just a heads up for everybody. I think Miami Heat's +7, so just be careful with that. There you go. I think Tony caught it as soon as I was saying it. But
yes.
He busts his butt to put these slides together, so I can't fault the guy for that. But no, I like Tony's Utah State UNLV under 138.5.
All right, Al, let's go to you. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I think Miami Heat -7 pays better, though. But I think my favorite play here will be I'll have to side with Brian. I think Arizona State. I was on Arizona last time. That game was a lot closer than I thought it would be. And, again, that line opened up much bigger than that. But I think we're still getting some value on Arizona State there.
All right. Yes, the reason I found that mistake is because I like the Heat +7. So I was zeroing in. I said, wait a minute, that does not look right. So I like the Heat +7 against the Brooklyn Nets. So all honesty here, guys. All right, that was another edition of the Drive-Thru. Guys, remember, we're back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time with another show on a full plate of cappers. I think we've got 9 picks on the show tomorrow. So that's one of our full slots days on Tuesday. So be sure to tune in. We'll have picks from all the primetime games. And don't forget, it all gets started in the morning with the morning show with Mitch, Ron Zawacki, Chris Ruffalo, and, of course, Brian Bitler at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And I know that computer pick show is right between the morning show and our show at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the crew from tonight's show. Let's give everyone a nice wave goodbye. And, of course, don't forget, right below me is the birdcage from Ron Zawacki. His moneyline birdcage, Bulls, Spurs, Pistons, a return +1350, and it looks pretty still. There doesn't seem to be too much shake in that hand from Ron, so I'm sure he's very confident in those selections. So that's the birdcage. All right, guys, have a good night.